Hello Capricorn, my sweet Cappies, my cabbage corns. Welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and maybe Venus. So this week, Capricorn, we are going to look into what your energy is right now. I'm going to do that with my well-known animal spirit oracle and tarot decks. And then we're getting very mystical. My ethereal visions illuminated tarot deck is going to be used for your future self to talk to you. The Seven of Wands. Woo! Two of Wands. So, this card, this deck is your future self speaking to you. It's kind of an interesting week. It actually has been very interesting. And then, at the end, you're going to get an incantation from my Witch's Oracle to empower you at the end. There is an extended as well. You will find the link at the top of the description. And in the extended, I am actually going into my my playing cards this week in the extended. I'm using cartomancy mixed with tarot to look into the blind spot of like where you are right now, your energy, and what your future self is trying to tell you. So let's get started. We'll start with the well-known animal spirit oracle deck. Capricorn. Oh, jeez. The raccoon. Well, I'm not surprised. Because y'all are, yeah, y'all are like keeping the home warm, cleaning the dishes, right? Last week was, it was funny though, because some Capricorns were like, it's okay. So they're like, you know, I think the energy like that, because I'll read the cards and I'll get the story, but then there's also the, and I don't know if this is just the other tarot readers get that, but I'm very empathic. So I do feel the energy that comes in the cards, and it was just like, oh my God, this is so mundane. It was just like mundane. It was painful. Sea serpent is underneath. I like that. So there is the potential for some sort of beautiful energy coming towards you. Wanting to co-create with spirit and others as well. But right now, you ain't co-creating with nobody. It is raccoon. It is pulled back. It is hiding. It's kind of like the hermit. But why? What's going on? You know, maybe there's nothing to do. No one to go. I'm going to the mall after this. I have not been to the mall in about, well, it's been a long time because I don't go to the mall very often. And I didn't go to the mall before COVID. Like, I don't know, it could be 10 months. Been to a mall. I want to get some new jeans and shirts. So I'm going to take my mask and my sanitizer. And I'm going to go look for some new jeans and shirts. I have no idea how busy it'll be or how many places are closed or open. Alright. So that's what I'm going to do to get out of this hermit energy. This raccoon. Five of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Son of Wands, the Eight of Wands is at the bottom. Movement, communication. See, that's what I feel. It's a little bit like last week. But I feel like you're pushing on that energy now. This mundane energy. You're kind of pushing on it. Pushing to get movement. Pushing to get communication. This Eight of Swords, you know, sometimes I feel like I have the card of the week when I'm doing these. Sometimes it's Temperance, y'all gotta be patient. Sometimes it's the Hermit, well, you got that. But boy, this Eight of Swords has been coming out like crazy. Five of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Son of Wands. There's the push. The Son of Wands. There's the push. And the Five of Swords, like something is cut in half here. You know, it's interesting, when I think about a worm, like if you cut a worm in the right spot in half, I think both halves can live. I think, unless that's just a bullshit story that I've carried on from my childhood into adulthood, and I know nothing about worms. But, you know, I'm thinking that, like these both halves, this kind of, you know what this feels like? this feels like some sort of, obviously this is trapped. This is not being able to hatch out. This is not, but it's almost like just this need to want to cut something free. Like, just cut it free. I'm going to clarify this little pile because it's a strange order. It doesn't feel like cut this free though. Because then I would feel like it would sit here, right? I would feel like you'd have the 8 of Swords and then the 5 of Swords. Like just cutting this free, like let's just, it's over here. It's kind of like feeling like I need to just get away from this. I need to end this energy at all costs, whatever, I don't care. But then feeling trapped and you can't do it. It's almost like being bound to something. You can't escape. But then the Son of Wands comes out on the other side like, I'm going to shine my little light. I'm going to make some sort of movement for myself, whatever that is, right? With the 8 of Wands. Because there is the need to co-create with, that's, yeah, if that's coming out the right way, like to find new energy and create with it and to do things and to learn. Make things that haven't been made before. But this isn't making nothing. This is not doing anything. Feeling trapped, right? So what would your future self tell you? Oh, Lord, if you guys get a whole bunch of 5s. Sagittarius had so many 5s. Oh my gosh. You had all the 5s. I just said that because there was a 5 on your split. Oh, no, but you're the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Wands. Defensive and exhausted. What would Capricorn's future self tell them? What would Capricorn's future self tell them? Wow. What the hell? The 10 of Wands, the High Priestess, and then it's reversed. It's like you're carrying a heavy load, some sort of heavy burden here. The High Priestess sits behind it. Some sort of unknown energy. Feels like the universe being kind of controlling. Because, you know, like, it's almost like, look at that. It's like this person is like struggling, working hard, doing their duty. Oh, this is such a heavy load. And it's like this energy almost sits behind it. Like, do what you have to do. You do it. I don't know. And I'm only saying that because it's reminding me a bit of the Hierophant. I mean, the High Priestess and the Hierophant are very similar in that the one is more divine feminine and one is more divine masculine energy. And it's like it sits behind this person struggling. Like the universe doesn't care. You need to do what you need to do. It's weird. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I never know what I'm going to walk into doing these readings. Like the messages are extraordinary. So the 4 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Tower is what your future self would tell you. I need to know what this Tower is. Because the 4 of Wands, it's weird. It's almost like a juxtaposition here. Like this would make more sense to me if these two were like this. It's like feeling trapped and I'm just going to cut it free. But it's not. It's like you want to cut it free, but you can't. You're still trapped in it somehow. And right, like to me in a reading, like, well, this would make sense. Being the 9 of Pentacles, you know, being independent. This is a single card. This person is on their own. They're working really well on the things around their home and themselves, looking after the finances. Things are going really good. And I know maybe this person meets somebody and then they have the 4 of Wands here. Like they have this celebration in union, in partnership. But it's not. It sits like this. So it's almost like a celebration in partnership that turns into someone becoming single, is what I want to say. So it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So something didn't work out, and this person, your future self is talking to you with these cards. We have to remember that. This Nine of Pentacles, like really looking after yourself, and this person doesn't see this Tower coming. It's almost like, because the universe is telling you, you just keep doing what you're doing. Don't. Like, the universe is sitting, I feel the weight of this High Priestess energy. The universe knowing things that you don't know. Oh, it's so weird. It just came out in Sagittarius is extended. The universe is knowing things that you don't know, but it's important. So you just keep doing what you do. You just keep carrying the burden. Just keep carrying the burden. And I'm getting like, you know, everything is good. Everything is fine. It's, you know, I'm looking after myself. The grapes are ready to harvest soon. It's all good. Damn, why am I falling off of a tower all of a sudden? Like, because the universe knows something is what I'm getting. It's like your future self is trying to tell you that the universe is guiding you to something here. What is this tower moment? I'm almost afraid to ask, to be honest. Where your energy has been. You guys are so brave, though. You are just the bravest sign. The Capricorn's like, we'll take it, Cindy. We'll take it on. Don't you worry about us. We can handle it. You guys are really solid that way. Okay, the Tower moment. What is this Tower moment? Something. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not that light. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I think. All right. Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and then the Ace of Wands. This here feels an awful lot like the energy of the universe telling you just keep doing what you're doing. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to know all the details. You just keep doing what you're doing. Because that's like, it's slow progress. And it's so slow to the point where maybe it just feels like it's just exhausting. Like, I really can't do this anymore. I can't care. Because you're getting to this. And that's kind of the universe telling you too. You are so close. Because when you hit the 10, you're ready to release. The burden is ready to be released when you hit the 10. So it's almost in some ways a little bit like a pep talk from the universe saying, you're so close. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry your little head. There is a new beginning. Oh, right? Because the Son of Wands, it's like you want to have, you want to get out of feeling trapped or stuck. It's like you can't even cut this out. You tried cutting it out, and it still came back. It's like, literally, you tried cutting something out here. You tried cutting it out. It's just not working. How do I slice this in half? Oh, gosh. You know what it's making me think? The message I'm getting, like, what's that called? It's a little ritualistic thing of cutting the string. Cutting. If you feel sort of bound to someone or something and it doesn't feel like it's serving you, you try to cut the connection. I can't remember the proper term for it now. And it's like you use like a piece of string, and I think you put on like a tag, you put your name at the top and you put this other person's name there. And it's like, then you cut the string that both these names sit on to sort of try to physically, in a way, in a ritualistic way, cut some sort of bond between you and so. That's what this feels like trying to cut something. But it's almost like, you know what, it doesn't matter what you do. You can't release yourself from it. It's just totally trapped. That's what this is. This is totally trapped. But the Son of Wands, it's a little bit like the Page or Knight of Wands, kind of combining the two. It's a little more of the Knight of Wands because it's a little more yang energy being the Sun. And it's this new beginning. It's going forward, not being held back, like moving forward quickly and passionately through life, towards the things that you want. So with this Tower moment, I feel like dum-da-dum-da-dum, working on things, everything's good, looking good, grapes are looking good, you know, you're doing the things you gotta do to bring in the harvest. Almost like before you bring in your heart, like there's things that you're working on and you're projecting, you know, those things, the finalization of those, coming to fruition, manifesting, you know, like if you're growing this, you're kind of in the process of manifesting wine, right? Like you are in a physical sense. But then this Tower, like this is something you don't expect, and it kind of hits at the point where you're really almost finished. Like you feel finished, like I can't do this anymore. This Pentacle stuff is too slow and too tedious. It's not getting, it doesn't feel like you're progressing. Like I hope I'm making it, with the 5 of Swords and this 8 of Swords, it's feeling very trapped. Like no matter what you do, you just can't get away from it. But then there is this brand new beginning and passion and desire, having like great ideas. It's very, you know, it's kind of like life, right? Like think about, you know, working for the weekend, getting that energy. Like if you're always working, if you're working 7 days a week all the time, I don't know, Capricorn, man, 7 days a week. At some point you need a weekend, you need a break, you need to go and have fun. That's kind of that's what it's telling us from, you know, what was going on last week for you. All right, I'm going to look at this 5 of Swords. Gosh, what is that called again? I can't remember that. It's a tie cutting? I don't know. A string cutting? The 5 of Swords for Capricorn. The 5 of Swords for Capricorn. Isn't that interesting? You get the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords, right? Because this is wanting to cut something in half. And these are 2 very responsible energies. And there's the Queen of Pentacles, which could be yours. The King of Swords could be someone else. Maybe this is someone you're dealing with who doesn't show any emotion or feelings. They're just like to the point. Very strategic. You're very nurturing. You're looking after the home fires. It's just very getting stuff done that needs to be done, right? I mean, this could be it's 2 court cards that came out with this. This could be a connection between you and someone else. But there's no feeling there, right? You're nurturing. I mean, you're kind of nurturing your environment and yourself. But the King of Swords is very strategic. You may not know what's going on with the King of Swords. They may be getting ready to cut something out themselves. They may be planning things, but you have no idea. I mean, unless you can have a conversation with the King of Swords and ask them up front, blah, 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 blah. They might give you an answer, but the King of Swords is also someone who will hold their cards close to their chest because they're strategic. The 8 of Swords, like you can't, you're just stuck. The 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords. The 10 of Wands and the Lovers. The 10 of Wands and the Lovers. See? It's a burden. It's like, oh, you have to do what you got to do. You got to carry this load. But on the other side of it is the Lovers, which is making choices, having choices in partnership. Maybe you feel like you're stuck with someone and you just like, like this is shitty. I need something better than this. And feeling like trapped in it. I do feel like though the universe is kind of like giving you a little pep talk, because there's that 10 of Wands, you know, and that's when the release comes. Something ends, and then you have choice, and then you have movement. But guided, right? Like maybe you're feeling like you're being guided in the darkness by the devil at this point. But then the light with the angel, you know, and the clouds playing, oh, the angels sing. Son of Wands. So what are you doing with the Son of Wands? You're like, I'm just gonna go. Maybe you're gonna go to the mall. Buy some jeans, shirts. I'm gonna go and do something. Gotta buy something. Yeah, see, I figured I better do it. Because the numbers, well, in my town, there's been no new cases for a while, but school is starting. the numbers in Canada are going up. So I'm thinking, you know what? It's probably a second wave. If I'm going to go shopping for clothes now, I should do it now. So the Son of Wands. The Son of Wands. The Son of Wands. Different for everybody. The Son of Wands. The Son of Wands. I think you're going to do a little more than go shopping. We have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Oh, you want to be in a situation, you want to be in situations where you can express your feelings and your emotions openly. You feel like doing this actually allows really good collaboration with others. Like things really grow and flow really nicely. That's beautiful. See, that's beautiful energy. The other end of that is, yeah, that's really nice. So I feel like you are. There is something that you can do here. Really express yourself. What is this Four of Wands for some of you? The High Priestess. The High Priestess, the Justice card, and the Seven of Wands. I think for some of you, it is you're in some sort of relationship with someone that might have been celebrated at some point, but at this time you're just like, oh, I need to cut this out. But you're kind of feeling trapped, like you can't. But your future self is also telling you, though, that like if that's what you're trying to do, you will get it with the Nine of Pentacles. You will. You will get this with the Nine of Pentacles. Because this is, this may have been too like a higher connection. Like it's some sort of soulmate connection. But the Justice card too, and well, this could be it too. Like maybe there is, because she's sitting here, the High Priestess is telling you, like you might feel like you can't go much further, but you have no idea how close you're coming to this being released. Because it is leaving you in sort of a very defensive energy. Well, you know, the celebration actually becomes defensive. Oh, what's at the bottom? The King of Pentacles. Ah, that's interesting. The King of Pentacles is at the bottom. What is this energy here that wants to be cut out? That you want to cut out? It's the Queen of Pentacles with the King of Swords. That's not a very good, right? Like it doesn't matter if somebody is a sword energy or not, their zodiac. It's not really anything about that. It's just the partner. This is the counterpart. There, that's the underlining. Okay, so you know what's interesting? What sits underneath the King of Pentacles is the Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning. There is a new beginning here. There definitely is. Oh, incantation time. The Witch's Oracle. It's getting hot in the room. Oh, lately it's kind of like I gotta have the heat on at night, some days, and then I gotta turn it off and put the air conditioning back on. It's hot. An incantation for Capricorn. An incantation for Capricorn. An incantation for Capricorn. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to getting some clothes. I haven't bought any new clothes. I bought some new shirts off of Amazon. They're not the same as... Oh, I'm going to do it the other side. Ooh. Oh, Merkaba. And the skull. Oh, these are interesting. Let's see what we have here. Probably not saying that right. Merkaba. The Merkaba is an extremely powerful symbol. It is a combination of two stars, tetrahedrons. One is pointing up to the heavens, channeling energy down from the universe to the earth plane, and one points downwards, drawing energy up from the earth beneath. The top or upward pointing tetrahedron is male and rotates clockwise, while the bottom or downwards pointing one is female and rotates counterclockwise. Isn't that funny? As I was saying that, like before I got to that part, the early part of what this is, I did feel like I said, wow, it's like yin and yang, right? It's like the devil, well, there you are, the devil, and what would maybe the star, those two energies coming together, heaven and earth. Ooh. Meaning, it is a divine light vehicle allegedly used by ascended masters to connect with and reach those in tune with the higher realms. Its crystalline energy field is comprised of specific sacred geometries that align the mind, body, and heart together. This enables us to experience expanded awareness, connects us with elevated potentials of consciousness, and it restores access to and memory of the infinite possibilities of our being. The message of the Merkaba is simple. Your motivations are the foundation for what you want to manifest in life. And if those motivations are based in fear and limitation, that will be all you will get. But if you are motivated by your heart and your true inner power, there are no limits and abundance will be yours. Well, that's interesting. Okay, you ready for the incantation? Knock down the walls that have kept the fear in. Throw out limitations and let me begin to trust in the power that lives deep in my heart. Now is the time for a brand new start. I'll read it one more time. I do recommend doing them 3 times for real empowerment. I just find that better. Knock down the walls that have kept the fear in. Throw out limitations and let me begin to trust in the power that lives deep in my heart. Now is the time for a brand new start. That's pretty cool. All right, then you got the skull. The skull. One of man's oldest and most powerful symbols is the skull. It is a long and varied history of use with multiple overlapping interpretations. Although commonly in it is seen as a representation of death and mortality. Philosophically, it is viewed as the seat of intelligence, spirit, and the spark of human life. The meaning: a skull crowned by a wreath of roses is referred to as a carpe diem, a reference to the Latin phrase which is generally translated as seize the day, and this is the card's message to you. You've been overlooking the simple things and taking many things for granted. Be mindful of your mortality. Realize the importance of each and every day and make the most out of your time. Yeah, see? If all you do is the laundry and cut the grass and feed the kids, God, yeah, what if it was your last day? Well, at least the house would be clean. The incantation. Now is the time to uncomplicate my life, to enjoy simple pleasures and remove all the strife. Each day is a blessing and time quickly goes by. From now on my behavior I must rectify. One more time. Now is the time to uncomplicate my life, to enjoy simple pleasures and remove all the strife. Each day is a blessing and time quickly goes by. From now on my behavior I must rectify. Woo! Pretty good. All right, there you go, my dear Capricorns. So I'm going to go do the extended and see what the blind spot is. And yeah, they've been interesting. So anyways, if I see you, they're great. If I don't, that's good too. I look forward to seeing you here next week. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.